Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we have our WWE Royal Rumble 2022 pay-per-view predictions and preview. This is going to be one of the more anticipated events from the Royal Rumble's history. You know, these events usually come off, pretty predictable and whatnot. This year's event, I can't really put my finger on it, but I just can't really predict who is going to be the Royal Rumble winner this year. You know, the last few years have been with Edge, Drew McIntyre, 2019, Seth Rollins won it. But this year, I'm honestly not sure. But we are going to throw our name into the hat and see, just how good we can make these predictions. So this is going to be one of those rare Saturday pay-per-views from WWE. The Royal Rumble will be Saturday night, this upcoming Saturday. So it's going to be a quite the show. So 6 matches. We got 2 world title matches, a women's match, a mixed tag match. We don't usually see too many of those at the Royal Rumble. So, as always, guys, make sure you drop your predictions down below. And if you're following along with us. So this is going to be another Royal Rumble in a big stadium. It's actually in St. Louis, I believe, this year. Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri, at the Dome at America's Center. So a huge arena, huge stadium. I always love these stadium shows. And these are some of my favorite pay-per-views, these big dome shows. I don't think we get enough of them. But, we have been seeing, close to at least the bigger pay-per-views are now moving to the larger stadium shows and whatnot. So I think they have about 30,000 tickets or so sold already. So let's get right into this. First up, we got a mixed tag team match with Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice. So I am going to go against the grain here. I'm going to go with Miz and Maurice. I think this is going to either lead to a WrestleMania match between the two, or this is going to be it. But I do think there is something to this. Maybe it's another match with Beth Phoenix and Maurice at WrestleMania. But this is where the stories really start to take effect from here on out into WrestleMania and beyond. So next up, we got Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. This is going to be one of those hard-hitting matches, probably not going to last as long as we would like it to, but I do think this will be a good match. I am predicting a new WWE champion in Lashley, only for one reason, and that's to finish the Reigns-Lesnar storyline once and for all. So I'm expecting a new WWE champion on Royal Rumble. And then Becky Lynch versus Doudrop for the Raw Women's title. I know a lot of people like Doudrop and all, but yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not feeling Becky. I'm not really feeling any of the women's roster at this point. They tried with Rhea Ripley. I don't think she's really working out as best they hoped. But there's no tag title matches on here. Um, yeah, I'm just not haven't really been feeling Becky Lynch at all since her return. Um, this looks like an easy to retain for Becky. Um, they're trying with Dewdrop. I just think the name makes her come across as goofy. So hopefully she can go back to Piper Niven. I don't see it happening though. They're just changing everyone's names recently. And then we got Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. This will probably be match of the night. Rollins has been on his A game for the last couple of years. He has been on fire, absolutely. You don't want to miss a Seth Rollins matchup anytime, but recently he's been on fire. He's just been, connecting on all levels. Um, it is going to be a tall task to dethrone Roman Reigns, and I don't think it's going to happen here, but I do think this will be match of the night, unless one of the Royal Rumbles just absolutely blow it out of the water. Um, but I am going with Roman Reigns to retain, so we got that there. And then the the men's and the women's Royal Rumble matches. I only got about two guys I can realistic realistically see winning the thing. As far as the women, it's kind of the same thing. My original pick was Sasha Banks. Unfortunately, she's injured, so I don't think she'll be at the show. Um, Big news actually just came out here. Ronda Rousey has actually been rumored to be at the Royal Rumble and the following night's Raw. Her makeup artist has been there and different things like that. Ronda Rousey could be in the Royal Rumble match or make an appearance afterwards, maybe challenge Becky Lynch to a match at WrestleMania, continue that feud. Um, see, Ronda Rousey doesn't really need to win the Rumble, and I think putting her in the Rumble would kind of it 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 it'd make a huge statement with Ronda returning, but I don't think they really need to have Ronda win. But Ronda is going to be my dark horse. I actually did pick her to be one of my surprises about a week ago. I made a Twitter post about some of my surprise entrants I think we were going to see. And Ronda Rousey was on that list. The WWE has wanted her back since she lost at WrestleMania 35. Let's not kid ourselves. When you see these reports out there, they're looking for clicks, they're looking for ad rates. They want you to click on these pages. So when you see Ronda Rousey possible return, it's like the CM Punk stuff all over again. And Brock Lesnar, they've done it to death. Brock Lesnar might be at tomorrow's Raw. Stay tuned, guys. Um, if I had to go with someone from the main roster, it's going to be Bayley, possibly Charlotte Flair winning her second. But, Mickey James could be a dark horse, another dark horse here. But honestly, I really don't see Mickey James being of much substance in this match. Maybe she will be just because, they want to, kind of promote their own, Forbidden Door type deal, whatever they got going here. But I know Ronda really does make the most sense, but I just kind of, I don't know. She left on a sour note, and I'm not really over it. I do think, you know, she's going to generate a huge amount of revenue for the company as if they need it. You know what I mean? And I do think it's just taking away another spot from someone else. regardless of her star power. She doesn't need to win it. They could have someone else win it. Again, Charlotte, she's won it before. So I think it does really make a lot of sense for Ronda Rousey to win. Becky's out of challengers. They finally, they're reaching their peak with this thing. You know, some could say it's at an all-time low. As I've just said, it's getting kind of boring. For the men, I mentioned Lashley. I'm expecting a new WWE champion. I'm expecting Lesnar to enter himself into the Rumble here and kind of dominate and win. So, with Ronda winning, it's kind of like we got our two big MMA stars going over here. So, kind of does make a lot of sense, in storyline wise. Brock can continue his story with Roman Reigns or Lashley, whoever he chooses. And my second choice is going to be AJ Styles. Man, AJ Styles, he's been up and down as well. So I think putting him in a main event match, WrestleMania, he's only gonna, shine brighter than he already does. So those are the Rumble picks. Let me know your thoughts, guys. As always, drop a comment down below, and we'll talk to you later.